Hello again. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, in case you haven't noticed, because you can see my face. Today I'm going to construct a leader for fly fishing for pike. Very, very simple to construct, very strong, very reliable. And I've used this leader for years. So, the mono part of the leader is Berkeley Trilene, big game fluorocarbon. Now, this is £40. Now, you might think, why the hell is he using £40? Well, I don't need the strength of £40. I like the stiffness for turning over big flies, like this bream pattern or, a big roach pattern. A lot of the time I'm fishing rivers actually, and I have a little 3.5 gram twist on weight at the front. That's a lot of weight to try and turn over. So £40 just helps me do that. In the end, I just tie, hopefully you can see that, figure of 8 loop knots. There are lots of videos on YouTube on how to tie figure of 8 loop knots. Okay, nice and neat. Now a lot of people will use a perfection loop here. I don't. I use the figure of 8 loop knot because it's stronger than a perfection loop knot. Now, I'm sure I'm going to get people disagree with me, but the testing that I've done in the tackle shop with, going head to head, perfection loop knot against figure of 8 loop knot, the figure of 8 loop knot wins every time. The perfection loop knot always snaps first. So, take off about 5.5 feet, about 5.5 feet of the fluorocarbon and tie 2 figure of 8 loop knots on either end. Simple as that, okay? Now the wire, I use 49 strand coated wire. You can use Savage Gear, carbon 49, really good one. Again, it's like £40 or Partridge. This is a coated 49 strand wire, and again it's like £40, nice and strong. And all I do is I tie a figure of 8 loop knot in one end and I cover it in shrink tube to make it look nice and neat. The shrink tube doesn't add any strength at all, just makes it look neat. You want your trace to be about 18 inches. So then I'll take one of these little fast attach clips. Again, they're like 40 odd pound from HTO. They're just a twist on clip. If you can see that, just a twist on clip. Very, very good. So first of all, what I need to do is put a length of shrink tube over and down the wire. And then I pop the clip in, bring the wire over, and I literally just tie it on with a figure of 8 loop knot. And I try and make this knot, I try and make the loop as small as possible. Because I like to put the shrink tube over the eye of the clip. Just moisten the knots down. Don't use your teeth, don't do, whoopsie daisy, don't do what I did there. Sorry if that hurt your ears if you're listening with headphones. Drop the pliers onto the table. So tighten this down, really, really tight. And then I just trim off the waste. Make sure you put all these little waste bits in the bin. I do actually add a tinsy-wincy drop of super glue onto the knot of the wire. Again, I don't think you need it at all. That's just peace of mind. I've never had one of these come undone doing this, so, I just stick with what I know. Slide the shrink tube down, so there's your figure of 8 loop knot with your clip at the end. Now, you could leave that like that, that's absolutely fine. But I actually push the shrink tube over the knot and over the eye. Now, why do I do that? I do that because I think I have enough articulation in the loop on the clip. So if I just pop on a fly, it doesn't matter which fly, I just grab the nearest one. Oh, it's a little weedless fly actually, tied on one of those Arex, I think they're called PR378. Anyway, so I'm just going to twist. I'll show you how easy these clips are now. You just twist the fly on. Bingo, done. Mega quick. Okay. I have enough articulation in that loop, right, going either way. You can go any way at once. I don't need another articulation there. And again, I just think it's neater. So there's your wire. It's about 18 inches long. And then you just literally take the mono part or your fluorocarbon and you loop to loop on the end of the wire. And it's as simple as that. You know, I can tie these in seconds. I mean, I normally have a lot spare. I keep them on little foam discs just to keep them nice and neat when they're in my bag. But if anything does happen and I need to make one, it takes a minute, literally 2 minutes. So we're going to pull that down and make sure that when it pulls down tight, it pulls down tight that way and your mono isn't curled round back on itself like that. But actually this fluorocarbon's really well behaved in not doing it. But there you go, if I hold it like that, don't tighten it like that. Push it, make sure it flips over like that. It's stronger. And there we have it. From fly, right, there we have it. From fly to wire to fluorocarbon, and then you just loop to loop it on the end of your fly line, and there you have it. It's not difficult to do. Coffee's gone cold. Right. I hope you enjoyed watching that, and I hope you've learned something. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It really does make a difference. It really does make a difference, actually. So, like I said, I hope you've learned something there. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you haven't tried fly fishing for pike, then get out there and give it a go. Even if you have to borrow a 9 weight or a 10 weight, or if you've got an 8 weight, just use smaller flies, you'll get away with it. Get out there and give it a go, because it is so exciting. I personally think it is some of the most exciting fly fishing that we have in this country is fly fishing for pike. It's just electric. Anyway, I'll stop waffling now. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.